Thomas Menino Park here in West Roxbury, Massachusetts, as we're delighted to bring you coverage of Game 6 of the Yawkey League 2024 Championship Series. Hi, everyone. I'm John Leahy, joined by the longtime president of the Yawkey Baseball League, Dave McKay. Dave, it's a closeout game. The Brighton Sox and the Brighton Braves. The Braves with a 3-2 lead. We could see the end of the season tonight.
We could very well, at a historic location named in honor of the late, great Tom Menino. And it's great to have you back.
Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. Dave, the Black Sox need a victory here tonight, and the Braves have been getting it done on all aspects of the game.
They certainly have, and they're the number 2 seed in the Yawkey League in 2024, and a lot of work still remains for both of these ball clubs.
Absolutely. And Dave, maybe you can fill us in on the Yawkey League playoff format and how the league has transformed through the years.
Well, we have a 6-team league. We have 4 teams in the playoffs. The Al Thomas Club and the Al Thomas Club was eliminated, as well as the we have the Brighton Braves and the Brighton Sox, and they represent both divisions, and that comes down to a best-of-7 game series.
Well, we may have a champion tonight. Stay with us. We'll be back with the starting lineups in the first pitch from West Roxbury. You're watching Game 6 of the Yawkey League Championship Series right here on ASPN HD.
When we have the food we need, we are at our best. We push further. We rise higher. We unlock our full potential. When we have the food we need, we make our communities stronger. Together, we can help everyone get the food they need to thrive. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Welcome. We are back here at Thomas Menino Field here in West Roxbury. Delighted to have you with us here on ASPN HD and the Harbor Light Sessions Radio Network. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups, and we will start with the Brighton Black Sox leading off for the Black Sox and playing in right field tonight. It is going to be, let's see if I can get my alphabetical lineup here. It is going to be
There's 2 benches out there.
leading off in right field. It's Justin Makasimu. Batting second in left field, it's Jake Bishler. Batting third at first base, it's going to be Kyle Cachopa. Batting fourth in center field, Ross Zamparelli. Batting fifth at third base, it will be Jared McLeod. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Will Baker. Batting seventh and catching, it'll be Jake Okamoto. Batting eighth at second base, Rolando Rodriguez. And batting ninth at shortstop, Aqib Shah. Doing the pitching, it is going to be Alex Mondro for the Black Sox. For the Brighton Braves, they will line up like this. Leading off at shortstop, Brian Lush. Batting second at third base, it'll be Brendan Kelly. Batting third and doing the catching, it's going to be Devin Conroy. Batting fourth in right field, Stephen Walsh. Batting fifth at first base, it's going to be Alex Clapes. Batting sixth in left field, the player manager for the Braves, Ted Tracy. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Kyle Hurley, that is. Batting eighth in center field, Owen Levine. And batting ninth and playing second base, it's going to be Theo Sox. Doing the pitching, Richard Arms, who is 4-3 in the regular season and has been lights out in the postseason. Dave McKay, 2-0 with a .54 ERA. And just a beautiful night for baseball here in West Roxbury.
It couldn't get any better. Dry, high skies, very little humidity, probably in the high 70s here in the shadows of West Roxbury High School in Millennium Park, a beautiful old landfill, believe it or not. It used to be a dump, And now Tom Menino will be mad at me because this place is dedicated in his memory. But hey, he was a practitioner of wonderful things for the city of Boston. And under his jurisdiction, this great field with all of the athletic facilities along with the renovated West Roxbury High School was built, and it's wonderful to be here in this possible elimination game. Now, the Brighton Sox have a lot to say about that, John.
Yeah, they sure do. The Black Sox trailing this series 3-2, and the Braves went ahead in the series 3-2 with a victory in Game 5, a 7-5 win earlier on. And we will review how we have gotten to this point in just a moment here, as I can get my iPad back and good to go. The Braves are taking the field. They are in the home red, and the Black Sox will be in the traveling black uniforms. And great to see these teams going at it here, Dave.
Well, this is usually a Brighton-Rogers Park rivalry between these two ball clubs, but we elected to come to this beautiful ballpark just in case there might be rain, either in the forecast or before after the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's great to be here. Would you like to go over the umpires?
Yeah, absolutely. The home plate umpire is Brandon Johnson. Greg DiGeronimo is at first base, and Jake Britta is your umpire at third.
Managers for both of these ball clubs are longtime friends and longtime rivalries. Ted Tracy is the manager of the Brighton Braves, and he's been a part of this ball club. He's kept it afloat during some very difficult times, and he's rebuilt it into a force. And the great guy who is a big part of our league administration, John Griffith, is the manager of the Brighton Sox, and they're the defending 2023 champions of the Yawkey League.
Well, as you said, Dave, great night for baseball. Let's take a look at what these two teams did against each other during the regular season. There were 3 meetings. The first one was at Brandeis University. Braves won 5-2, and the winning pitcher in that game was Richard Arms, who we'll be seeing tonight. And he is a guy that the Braves are hopeful that can close this thing out.
He has stepped up this season big time.
Yep. The second game was at Rogers Park, and the Braves won by a score of 11-6. Braves led that game 7-2 after 2 innings. And then they played at Rogers Park on July 26th. The Black Sox won by a score of 10-3, and the Sox led 4-0 after 2 in that game. And in the postseason, Dave, the Black Sox got here with a tremendous come-from-behind win. They trailed the base 2-0, and they wound up coming back to win 3-2. And they really battled to come back and win.
In the open, I forgot the base. I got choked up there. I can't believe I forgot that, and I apologize. The base is a fantastic organization that's based in Roxbury, run by Sammy Steves, who is a Yawkey League and League player. And the Brighton Sox had a big job ahead of them by coming back in that best-of-5 series.
And then taking a look at how the Braves got here, they beat Al Thomas in the opening round, 3-2. Back-and-forth series. The Braves were up 2-1. Al Thomas managed to equalize it with a 7-6 win. And then the Braves won the final game on a walk-off hit.
And it was caused by an overthrow from the third baseman that set up that big rally in their half of the inning that won the ball game.
Stephen Walsh was the guy who drove in that game-winning run.
He's a future Hall of Famer for this league.
Yep.
And here we go.
So the Braves have taken the field. We're set for baseball here in West Roxbury. Great to have you with us. And it is Richard Arms, the right-hander, who will get the start for the Braves. And moving on in for the Black Sox to get us started is Justin Macasimo. Arms in the regular season was 4-3 with a 5.23 ERA, 2-0 in the postseason with a .54 ERA. And Dave, the playoffs is when you want to have your best numbers.
You want to be on top of your game big time. And this right-hander is on top of his game.
So it's a great night for baseball. It has cooled off a bit since the sun went down about 7:30. And if the Braves are victorious tonight, the Yawkey League season is over. If the Black Sox win, we move on to a Game 7. Now, Dave, it is originally supposed to be scheduled for tomorrow night, but we understand there is some bad weather coming into the area.
And you never know. If we can pick it up and play ball tomorrow night, we'll get it done. McKismo is about to step up. He is the reigning MVP for the 2023 season, and he's also a real fine gentleman who was awarded the President's Award in 2023 as well.
So the Black Sox are the visiting team here tonight, and they will step on in. So we're set for baseball here in West Roxbury. Great to have you with us. 7-inning game, as is customary here in the Yawkey League. And stepping on in, it's Justin, you said it's a McKismo?
McKismo,
That's the correct pronunciation.
Yeah. And he can fly. You get him on the bases, he's gone.
Yeah, we'll point that out in a moment. Here's the first pitch of Game 6, and it misses outside, and low ball 1. McKismo 373 during the regular season with 1 home run and 16 RBIs. And he stole 30 of 33 bags. This pitch is lifted high in the air into shallow right field. And it'll be pulled in for the first out. Walsh is out there to make the play.
The ancient, the honorable, and the venerable Steve Walsh.
Who mentioned he had that big hit in the Game 5 of the first round. And that's going to bring to the plate Jake Bishler, 261, no home runs, 6 RBIs during the regular season, 5 for 5 in stolen bases. Bishler, 2 out of 3 in stolen bases in the postseason. There's a high fly ball to left, and drifting back, reaching up is Ted Tracy to make the catch. Here's the defensive alignment for the Braves. Ted Tracy is in left field. The center fielder for the Braves is Levine. That is Owen Levine. Stephen Walsh is in right. Around the infield, you've got Brendan Kelly at third base. Ryan Lush is at shortstop. Theo Sox rather is at second base, and Alex Clapes is at first. And here's the pitch on the way, and it's in there for a called strike. 0-1.
Point in fact, Ted Tracy got a terrific jump on that ball going back sideways to his left. Very nice play by a 46-year-old outfielder.
This ball misses high. It's 1-1. The catching tonight is Conroy. And it will be Devin Conroy behind the plate. And the pitch inside. And that's going to nick some forearm. And a hit by pitch. There is Cachopa.
Those are things that you do not want to do with 2 outs and nobody on base, is to give your opponent an opening, especially in a championship caliber game.
Cachopa reaches on the hit batsman, and here is Zamparelli, the center fielder, standing in from the right side. And this pitch is looped high in the air into shallow right field. And making a sliding catch out there is the center fielder, Levine. And Zamparelli will fly out to end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We played half an inning of Game 6 of the Yawkey League Championship Series. The Black Sox nothing, and the Braves coming up. Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. You can find them online at pilchservices.com. Well, we move on to the bottom half of the first inning, and we gave you the lineups for both teams, and getting the start for the Black Sox tonight. And we'll tell you a little bit about him. It is Alex Mondro, and his numbers. Mondro during the regular season was 2-0 with a 2.38 ERA. He pitched in 7 games, 17 and 2/3 innings, 6 walks, 24 strikeouts, and in the postseason, Mondro 1-1 with a 3.77 ERA. He's pitched in 3 games, 13 innings, 2 walks, 16 strikeouts, and 1 save. And Dave, one thing we know about these teams, they're both very lightning quick. They were 2 and 3 in the league in stolen bases. Black Sox were 70 of 79, and the Braves were 56 of 61.
They take advantage of every mistake. Now, in the case of that final out in the top of the first inning, tremendous play by the second baseman, getting back a second in the hole and making a nice play on a pop-up that could have created some difficulty.
Yep. So let's move along to the bottom half of the first inning. It'll be Ryan Lush standing in. Lush has been a terrific hitter all season long for the Brighton Braves. Here's the first pitch. That's going to miss down low and away, ball 1. 1-0.
He's a rookie in the Yawkey Baseball League.
And he's hitting .462 in the postseason with 3 RBIs. Ground ball sharply hit up toward the middle. That ball will get into center field, and it'll be a base hit. Good start for the Brighton Braves.
Brighton Braves no strangers to having men on base in key situations, and here is a key situation.
Brendan.
The leadoff man is on.
Brendan Kelly will step in. The number 2 man, Kelly, during the regular season. Give you his numbers in just a moment as he stands in from the left-hand side of the batter's box. 304, no homers, 11 RBIs during the regular season as the pitch misses low and inside. During the postseason, Kelly is hitting .306 with 7 RBIs, 11 hits, and 36 at-bats. We'll give you the Black Sox defense in just a moment. And a pickoff move forces the runner back.
Devon's 28 years of age, plays third base and catcher for Ted Tracy.
Lush 10 for 10 in stolen bases in the postseason. He's a man to watch. He takes off. Here's the throw. Not in time. The ball into center field, but Lush cannot advance. It'll go in the books as a stolen base.
Nice jump.
Terrific.
You had him pegged all the way, John Lee. You knew he was going.
Dave, it's all about putting pressure on the pitcher. And that's what Lush has been able to do consistently.
Got that as a fact.
So Kelly with an RBI opportunity here in the bottom of the first. Runner at second, nobody out, just getting started here in West Roxbury. Change up in for a called strike.
Nice pop on that.
Dave, it seems very apropos that you're here for a closeout game, being the president of this great organization. Here's the pitch. Sharp ground ball right side. They'll look for the sure out at first and get it. Coming on over is Cachopa to make the play, 3 unassisted. That'll advance the runner.
Good baseball. Hit the ball on the right side, advancing the speedy runner, and we've got a man not only in scoring position, but 90 feet away to open up this game. It is my honor and privilege to be here. And this is, believe it or not, my 56th year of coaching baseball. Wow. I'm as old as dust.
Well, you get better as the time moves on, Dave, and you're respected and loved by everybody. Here's the pitch back to the backstop, but not far enough for the runner to try and score. As Devin Conroy, the catcher, is standing in, .433, 1 homer and 10 RBIs. Defensive alignment for the Black Sox. Bischler in left, Zamparelli in center. Machismo is in right, McLeod at third, Shaw at short, Rodriguez at second, Cachopa at first. Okamoto is the catcher. There's a called strike.
Conroy has a 300 batting average in the playoffs, as well as a pretty darn good .433 batting average in the regular season.
6 for 20 in the postseason. He takes an off-speed pitch, and it's in there for a called strike. Next offering, check swing, and he'll pick up the strikeout there. Conroy strikes out, and that'll be the second out of the inning.
Well, he was a sucker for that outside pitch, and nice pitch by the Sox. Here's Steve Walsh.
Walsh, the cleanup hitter, late on a sinking fastball for a strike, 0-1.
One of the questions you would ask the players, what are the highlights for the season? The first three guys mentioned Steve Walsh's walk-off in Game 5.
He'll hit this one in the air, right field, and coming on over to make the catch is Machismo, and that will retire the side.
Big out.
No runs in the inning, one hit, no errors, and one left. At the end of one inning of Game 6, we are scoreless between the Black Sox and the Braves. It's the Yawkey League Championship Series.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why?
I'm high.
Oh.
Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. With the Brighton Black Sox coming up, and it'll be McLeod, Baker, and Okamoto, the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for the Black Sox.
Early inning lightning is what both teams are looking for. The Sox to get on the board early and put the pressure on the Braves, and the Braves to do the same to their opponents.
All right, so McLeod will stand in as we start the top half of the second inning. And Arms deals, and the off-speed pitch is cut on and missed for strike one.
This young man's a Dorchester resident from Savin Hill.
And this pitch will miss down and away. McLeod hit .257 during the regular season with 8 runs batted in. And he'll smack this one to shortstop, 2 big hops. And making the play in time is Lush, 1 away.
That bounding ball took 3 very sure hops to the shortstop. One thing that you're going to get, John, are sure hops on a field like this.
Yeah, it's a nice facility here
It
in
is.
West Roxbury, isn't it?
They've got soccer, they've got baseball, basketball, walking trails up on the top.
Here's Will Baker, the designated hitter, .71 in the regular season. He was 3 for 42. Pitch on the way, will miss. Down and out. 1 ball, no strikes. Baker in the postseason, 3 of his first 16. 188, no home runs, no RBIs. Here's the pitch, and that's going to miss upstairs.
Baker's a Newton resident.
Over by Boston College. Arms, quick to deliver. And change up as a strike. Yep.
Played some club ball with Tulane University, John.
Yep. Here's the set and the pitch. Ground ball sharply hit to third. And a room service hop for Kelly. He'll make the play. 2 gone.
Those youngsters that are watching this contest should make sure that you pay attention to the good plays that are being made by these fielders. They surrounded the ball, both of these, shortstop and third baseman, and got their outs. Those are 2 big plays. You got to make the easy plays, John.
You do. You do. Here's Jake Okamoto, stocky right-handed hitting catcher. And the next offering, 1 hops up there for ball 1. Dave, the major leagues are trying to pick up the pace of games. Do you think the Yawkey League is trying to follow that lead?
Well, we have no choice because we have light time limits. We can't play past 11 o'clock, so we try to keep these innings moving.
Yep.
That's why we play only 7 innings instead of 9. We talked about going 9 innings. It's just not plausible.
Okamoto will take it down and away.
You and I, in the great old days of the Comcast coverage of Yawkey baseball, were involved in some crazy, wild situations where we were fighting the lights.
Yeah.
You know,
They went out a few times.
sure
on
they
us.
did.
And when that happens, all you can do is suspend the game, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Poor Alan Shostak was running around with flashlights,
Yeah.
trying to wrap up his gear.
Absolutely. Here's the pitch. Caught on it, missed. Good change up there, and he'll pick up the strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. The Black Sox go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of an inning and a half of Game 6, it is a scoreless tie between the Black Sox and Braves. It is the Yawkey League Championship right here on ASPN HD.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. Be happy with his work.
Well, I'm happy that Stan and his company are backing the broadcast tonight, the telecast tonight. We're very lucky to have this opportunity. Good friend Alan Shostak has been dreaming about a return to coverage of Yawkey baseball for quite some time. And this is all on Alan. You've done a great job, Stu's done a great job, Chris done a great job, but Alan made this happen tonight. I want to make sure that folks know that this kid from Brighton who loves the Yawkey League made sure that he found a sponsor to get this event on TV.
Without question. Here we go, bottom half of the second. And the Braves up. Rodriguez, Shaw, and Machismo. The 8-9-1 hitters coming up here in this inning. Rodriguez, a right-handed hitter. Second baseman. And he will cut and foul it. I beg your pardon. This is Clapes, Tracy, and Hurley. My apologies.
That's okay.
Clapes, 185 during the regular season, 1 home run, 9 runs batted in, 12 for 65. Clapes a .412 hitter in the postseason. This pitch will miss, not by much.
5-year Yawkey League veteran.
Clapes has 2 home runs in the postseason with 14 runs batted in. 14 out of 34 in the postseason. And this pitch is smacked down the third base line, but foul.
The ball had eyes, but it had eyes for the foul line. or actually the fair line. I still call it the fair line,
Yep,
John.
yep. Depends on your perspective.
Yes, it does.
Swing and a miss. Good high live fastball.
Elevated.
Strikeout, yep. That'll be out number one for the Braves here in the bottom of the second.
Minuteman Field on both lines. They have a yellow pole, and there's a chicken on it in fair territory, and it says foul pole. It should say fair pole.
Here's the player manager, Ted Tracy. And quite a story, Dave, 46 years old, and he's still very much involved with Yawkey League Baseball.
Needham, Massachusetts, now resides in Walpole, Mass.
Tracy at 200 during the regular season with 5 RBIs. 333 in the postseason. He's gone 7 for 21.
Dangerous hitter.
Takes the fastball inside.
When there's men on scoring position, Ted Tracy smells blood.
And
He's
doing
vicious.
this. He's been doing this for a long time.
Yep. Roger Williams University graduate.
Speed pitch misses inside.
This Braves franchise, John, is our oldest franchise. One of the charter members of the Yawkey League.
Tracy got around late on that one and fouled it off to the opposite field.
Great old story about the Braves. The modern owners, once the Junior Park League became the Junior Park League from the City League, I'll tell it in a minute.
Low, and that'll be a walk.
As he strolls down to first base, Tracy catches first base. The owner of the City League Braves was playing a card game with a bunch of guys, and he put the franchise up because he had no more money, and the Braves became the Brighton Braves of the Junior Park League.
Interesting story. Hurley is the batter. Kyle Hurley swinging and missing, and the count 0-1. Hurley, 4 RBIs, hitting 140 during the regular season. 200 here in the postseason. This one's fouled off.
One of our younger players at 19 years of age.
0-2.
Early 3 out of 15 in the postseason.
Come on, 1-3 battle here, kid.
And this one smacked off the end of the bat down to third. They'll get the out at second, and the return throw is not in time.
Speedy kid down the first base line.
So it'll go as a fielder's choice. 5-4 on the putout.
It pays to be young, John.
We were
Fresh
young
out.
once, yeah.
Fresh out of high school and LaSalle College attendee this year, first year.
Stepping in is Owen Levine. He's the center fielder. This one's fouled straight back and toward us. Levine, 212, no home runs, 6 runs batted in during the regular season, 11 for 52. 2 out of 16 in the postseason. Runner at first, 2 outs, no score. Bottom of the second, Levine a big cut and a miss.
Back-to-back batters from LaSalle University.
My niece just got accepted to LaSalle.
Did she? God bless her.
She'll start in September.
Good luck to her.
Fly ball right field. This is playable, and the final out will be recorded. Levine flies out to right. No runs, no hits. There were no errors, and 1 left. The end of 2 in Game 6. We are scoreless. This is the Yawkey League Championship Series, Game 6 on ESPN HD.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Move right along to the top half of the 3rd inning. No score. And the Black Sox will send up the 8-9 one-hitters. Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. The top half of the third inning, and the first pitch is fouled off. Leading off for the Black Sox, it's going to be Rodriguez, the second baseman. This is Rolando Rodriguez. Pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right.
That's the 22nd pitch of the game for Arms.
Rodriguez, 261, 1 home run, 7 RBIs during the regular season. In the postseason, I'll give you those numbers after this pitch. And it's looped foul. Rodriguez in the postseason, 200, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. 4 for 20 in the postseason, and 2 for 3 on the bases. The big right-hander is ready. The pitch misses outside.
And a little bit high.
Arms deals, swinging a ground ball off the end of the bat. Shortstop is in position, and making the play across is Lush. 1 out. Rodriguez is retired, Dave, on a 6-3 ground out.
He had to go down to his shoe tops to pick up that pitch, and Lush did a nifty job getting it over to first in time for the out.
Here's Akeem Shah, the 9th hitter in the order. He'll swing at the first pitch, off the end of the bat down to second, and the play will be made. Arms getting a lot of ground ball outs, Dave. That's 4 out of the last 5 hitters have grounded out.
This is a very economical pitching performance by Arms. It certainly helps him because I believe Teddy Tracy wants him to go deep, as he has gone deep in most of his outings.
And if he does, you've got Arms saved up for Game 7.
Yep, that's true.
So here's Makismo. He flied out to right in his first at bat, and he's late on a fastball. 0-1. No score, top of the third. Alongside Dave McKay, John Leahy with you and our entire ASPN HD crew. Arlen Shostak directing, Chris Murphy, our technical consultant, Stu Sclaver on statistics. Pitch.
Justin is a resident of Watertown, Massachusetts. As I stated, MVP of the Yawkey League for 2023 and the President's Award winner for obvious reasons. He a true gentleman.
And what a threat he is on the base paths.
Scary guy.
9 for 12 in the postseason. And that pitch got him in the back.
Once again, with 2 outs, you don't want these dangerous runners on base because anything can and anything will happen, especially in playoff baseball.
The Sox have had 2 base runners in this game. Both have been as a result of a hit batsman. Here's Bichler, the left fielder. He flied out to left. Now we have a discussion going on. Our home plate umpire tonight is Brandon Johnson.
What do we got here?
The umpires will converse here. And Dave, I don't know what they could be discussing.
Maybe because they believe Justin didn't get out of the way.
Leaned into the pitch, perhaps?
Leaned into the pitch.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. That's what Coach Lankage is asking. He's on.
Looks like the call will stand on the field. No video replay here in the Yawkey League, so when the umpires need to decide on something, Dave, they get together and talk about it, as we saw a moment ago there. Arms will work out of the stretch. Very dangerous Makismo running. Pitch is downstairs, and this will be a stolen base. Catcher really never had a full grasp of it.
And he's in scoring position after being hit by the pitch. This young man, Bichler, is a Northeastern club baseball player.
Pretty serviceable player during the regular season, but he's been terrific in the postseason. Cut on a miss with a changeup downstairs.
One of the problems with that swing, youngsters, he wasn't looking at the ball, he was looking at the foul pole. You can't pull your head out of the pitch when you're taking a swing.
Arms comes to the high set.
Nice stop.
In the dirt. Conroy, very good defensive catcher, Dave.
And he's got the modern wig on. This is the new thing. The hair is back, Stu. That's why I said your name. Oh.
And again, a hit batsman. Back-to-back hit batsman.
Ouchie, ouchie.
Put runners at first and second. So Arms, after getting 2 quick outs here, now is in a bit of trouble. That'll bring to the plate the first baseman, Cachopa. Kyle Cachopa, 429 in the regular season, 33 of 77. No home runs and 18 RBIs. Cachopa, 360 in the postseason, 9 for 25. And a check swing foul off to the right.
West Point graduate, John. Stand and salute guys like that.
I've had a chance to be down there for hockey many times, Dave, and it is quite an experience.
You've been around the world in more than 80 days. And you're going back on the road, pal.
Looking forward to it. Pitch is swung on and topped off the end of the bat. Shortstop up with it. Throw is going to be in time. A bang-bang play. It'll go as a 6-3 ground out. And that will put an end to the top of the third. So Arms works out of trouble. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 men left. We have played 2.5. You're watching Game 6 of the Yawkey League Championship Series. It is the Brighton Black Sox nothing, and the Brighton Braves nothing. On ASPN HD.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
All right, we are back here at the ballpark here in West Roxbury. Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. Coming up for the Braves, it'll be the 9-1-2 hitters in the inning. The Sox, 234, no home runs, 10 runs batted in during the regular season. 11 for 47. And there's an off-speed pitch in there for a strike.
He scored the winning run in the semifinal on Steve Walsh's blast.
Sox hitting 100 in the postseason. 2 out of 20. No score as we play the bottom of the third. And a nice pitch on the inside corner. And he is rung up. First out here in the third. Third strikeout for Mondra. Back to the top of the order. Here's Lush. He singled to center. Stole second, got as far as third, but was left stranded. Downstairs for ball 1. A Black Sox victory means we move on to Game 7. And that will be 1 game for all the marbles. If the Braves win, it's over tonight. Off-speed pitch in for a called strike. One of the things I love about this ballpark, Dave, is it's so accessible right off the VFW Parkway.
Very much so.
Off the end of the bat, easy play from Andro. He'll make it.
Textbook play by the pitcher, picks it up, runs towards the base, and underhands it to the first baseman. I like these good fundamentals. That's why these guys are in the postseason and have gone this far.
Here's Brendan Kelly. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first in his first at bat. Right-hander kicks and deals, and it is upstairs, ball 1. So tell us about those other two divisions in the Yawkey League, Dave. Is there any way that those divisions are going to merge into one so big league, so to speak?
The interleague play was an experiment this year, and we passed the test.
Good.
This was the first time that the Park League and the Intercity League joined forces with the Yawkey League, and each team played each other once. And it is hoped that in the future we'll be able to unify and play each other for all the marbles.
Is that going to be decided perhaps?
Not this year.
Not this year.
I believe we need to grow in it a little bit.
Check swing on an inside pitch, and he's rung up. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Kelly down on strikes. That's going to do it. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We have completed 3 innings. Yawkey League Game 6 Championship Series. It's the Brighton Sox nothing and the Brighton Braves nothing on ASPN HD.
Can't believe you're doing this alone.
I've done it before.
I remember. You threw your back out. How you holding up?
Hand me that board.
Nothing wrong with getting help.
I'm good.
I did it when Felicia left.
I'll figure it out.
I know you will, but you don't have to do it alone. That's all I'm saying.
If I promise to look into it, will you drop it and help me build this fence?
Now you need my help.
It can be a real pain sometimes, you know that?
Mm-hmm.
If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach.
We are back, top half of the 4th inning. Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. The 4, 5, 6 hitters swinging a little number down the third base line. Both starters have gone the distance to this point. Dave, it's been a very well-pitched game to this point.
Courageous call on that called third strike by the home plate umpire. I like to see that. If a strike is a strike, call it. Don't be afraid.
Zamparelli flied out to center in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1.
One of the things it does is helps the game move along.
Ground ball sharply hit right at the second baseman. And it's an easy play for Sox. 1 out.
One of the things that I always try to teach our players, and I still coach, is that you're your own worst enemy if you don't swing at a third strike. If it's close to the plate, you need to protect the plate. And you can't complain about an umpire's call if an umpire calls a strike that pops over the plate, whether it's a curveball or an off-speed pitch.
McLeod is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short in his first at bat. So how would you evaluate the McKay Club Beacon season this year, Dave?
Fair to poor.
Okay.
Thank you, Stu. We had a 6-win season, and
sharply hit to dead center, and this will be pulled in by Levine.
Nice catch.
The second out.
I say poor because I don't think the commitment level is as good as it should be, John. You know, before I took sick, I didn't miss one single game, and I'm 72 years of age, and there's no excuse for people to just blow off a game. So I'll take the poor status off once I see 100% commitment.
Baker 0 for 1. He grounded out to third. Wow.
And I love the kids on my ball club. They're great young men. They show me great respect. They work very well with Richie Hogan, who's actually a former student of mine, and Billy Petrolis.
Off speed, misses inside.
Commitment, 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 John.
Yep.
You know about that.
Arms from the set. And he'll miss inside. No score. Top half of the fourth inning. From Thomas Menino Park in West Roxbury. On the campus of West Roxbury High School.
Hard to believe Tom Menino's been gone as long as he has. We've gone through 3 different mayors since.
Left a great legacy. Ground ball slowly hit. Third baseman unable to come up with it. And they'll try and make the play anyway, and they got him.
Nice play.
So that's going to be a 5-6-3 putout. Baker is retired, and that is going to do it in the top half of the fourth.
That's the play of the game so far, my friend.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We played 3.5. This is Game 6 of the Yawkey League Championship Series on ASPN HD. We have no score. We're back in a moment. We move along to the bottom half of the fourth inning, and no score on the board as the Braves will send up the 3, 4, 5 hitters. It is going to be Conroy, Walsh, and Clapes, the heart of the order against Mondrow. Conroy 0 for 1, struck out swinging in his first at bat. Set to go, and there's a drive into center field. That ball is going to dunk down for a base hit. That is the second hit for the Braves, and the first since Lush led off the bottom of the first with a base hit.
That was a dying quail, or as Kurt Gowdy used to call it, a Texas leaguer. It was high, and it just dropped out of the sky.
Here's the right fielder, Walsh. 0 for 1, always a threat up there. He flied out to right.
He struck his 400th regular season base hit in 2024. Been around a while, as you can see. Great guy. As I stated, a future Hall of Famer.
You're thinking about stolen bases for Conroy. 3 for 3 during the regular season. 1 for 1 so far here in the postseason. So he hasn't been caught. Short lead at first. The breaking ball misses downstairs.
Steve wasn't going to go for that tease.
Clapes on deck. And there's a fastball in for a called strike.
Yawkey League player since 2000. 6 All-Star appearances.
Chopper over the mound. This could be 2, and they'll have to settle for the shore out at first.
Smart play there, John.
6-3 on the ground out, but it is a productive out, Dave, because it moves the runner up. And in a scoreless game, runners are at a premium here.
It's a very smart play, but at the same time, you know, you're trying to get as many outs as you can, especially the lead man, but couldn't do it.
Here's Clapes, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Mondrow has 4 Ks in the game. Pitch misses downstairs, and Mondrow has walked 1 to go along with those 4 strikeouts. Runner in scoring position. It's the second time in the game the Braves have had a runner in scoring position. As the pitch misses downstairs for a ball.
Pitch.
Swing and a miss.
I'd like to give a shout out to one of our board members, Cam Plank, who's guarding the wall for our good friend Alan Showstack over here.
Yes, we need a player over there to protect our producer. Foul balls can come over there awfully quickly.
He's in harm's way.
Yes, he is. Did he volunteer to do that, or was
I think
he asked?
I think he was just putting the spot.
That's called an insurance policy. Cut on and missed. Good change up there.
Brand new firefighter. The ever dangerous Ted Tracy. There's a man in scoring position. He smells blood. Mark my words.
Tracy walked his first time. The right-hander ready, and he'll miss.
Big right-hander just tossed his 53rd pitch. Stats being kept by our good friend Stu Skleber. Cousin Stu.
There's a high fly into right, and this one's going to be playable and caught for the final out.
Made a bid.
No runs, one hit, no errors, and one left. So we have come to the end of 4. We'll step aside, no score. You're watching Yawkey League, the Game 6 of the Championship Series, right here on ASPN HD.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
We are back. Top half of the 5th inning. No score between the Black Sox and the Braves. And we move right along here. Tony Arms, 4 scoreless innings. And Dave, he has yet to give up a hit in this one.
I don't know if that's a jinx or not, but what the heck.
I don't believe in those jinxes.
I don't either. If it's going to happen, it'll happen.
If broadcasters were responsible for the results on the field, your teams would be winning a championship every year. So
Very true.
There is no such thing. You've got to report on what's going on out there.
No doubt.
Akamoto, Rodriguez, and Shaw coming up here in the top half of the 5th inning. It's been a terrific ball game tonight. 0-0 as we go to the 5th. Arms works out of the stretch with no runners on base. He'll get the first pitch in for a called strike. Akamoto struck out swinging in the second. He's 0 for 1. Pitch downstairs. Dave, I got to ask you, what is your opinion of the runner on second rule in extra innings?
I'm very much in favor of it. I like it.
Okay.
I think it has a lot of plus sides to it.
Any chance the Yawkey League would adopt something
I'm
like that?
trying to see if I think John Griffith, the third base coach, who's the manager of the Brighton Sox, it'll be over his dead body.
Really? Well, that's the thing. You either love it or you hate it.
I
right?
hate it. I think I like it. I really do.
When I was doing games with the Lowell Spinners, they started
Yes.
in that league. I
Yep.
was the first one to see
Yep.
that rule come into effect.
Yeah.
Pitch misses downstairs.
I think some of the changes they made, the pitch clock, all those things are positive. They needed to speed up the game. And they also...
Off the end of the bat toward the middle. And there, in position to make the play, is Lush for the first out.
And that's a finely manicured mound by Curly Peterson. He did a great job on that. I know that Griff and Ted Tracy were down here today working on it. So, boys, great job. That took a sure hop off the mound. But I'm in favor of the changes, and I'm an old timer. I've been around a long time. One thing I wish they'd bring back natural doubleheaders.
Yeah, we missed those.
I love them. But they'll never do that. The owners are too cheap.
Rodriguez grounded to short his first time. 0 for 1. Took something off that one. Swing and a miss. A 9-inning baseball game should not take 4 hours to complete.
No, you're right. Spot on.
And I did plenty of them at the minor league level. It was, and it's tough when you have a 2.5-hour rain delay and you're in the radio booth and the game starts at 10:05.
Yeah.
And then you have, if the game slogs through, you're done at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And you gotta travel somewhere.
Yeah.
Unless you're on the road.
Then it's a little easy.
Yeah.
Pitch misses
See,
outside.
our problem in baseball is there's a lot of traditionalists that do not want change. But I think that changes, when they occur, if they happen with reason, are important.
Swing and a miss there. Rodriguez down on strikes.
Arm's doing a great job getting ahead, staying ahead of all accounts.
Second strikeout for the right-hander. Here's Aqib Shah. 0 for 1. He grounded out to second. He'll take a pitch up high.
The only mistakes he's made is to hit 2 batters back-to-back, but helped himself 3. Helped himself immensely by some great defensive play.
He's hit 3 batters tonight. Slow dribbler foul down the third baseline. We should mention this is artificial turf.
Yes.
Here at Menino Park in West Roxbury. And the ball behaves differently when it lands on artificial surfaces, particularly in the outfield.
My father used to call it carpet. Baseball wasn't made to be played on carpet.
A lot of people blew out knees, too,
Yep.
on artificial surfaces. Lifted in the air. Second baseman will drift back. And making the grab is Sox. And it's a very quick 1-2-3 inning.
Up and down, up and down.
4 arms. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We are in the middle of the 5th inning. It's Game 6 of the Yawkey League Championship Series. Black Sox nothing and the Braves nothing. Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. Check them out online at pilchservices.com. Alongside Dave McKay, John Leahy, along with our producer Alan Shostak, technical advisor Chris Murphy, statistician Stu Sklaver.
If I could mention real quickly before the inning starts, I mentioned the board of director who was there. We have one on the field, John Griffith, who's the third base coach and manager of the Sox, and also Steve Robb, who's an assistant coach of the Brighton Braves, who's also coaching first base. So it's nice to have them involved in playoff baseball.
Hurley, Levine, and Sox, the lower third. Mondro out for his 5th inning of work. Start with a pitch up high, ball 1. Hurley hit into a fielder's choice, his first time up. 5-4 on the putout. Good off-speed pitch there.
These pitchers are really tooling well tonight.
Yes, indeed. Man, pitch down in the zone. Late on it.
Gone fishing. Going to the fishing hole.
Early the DH in the Braves lineup tonight. He'll take a call, 3rd strike. As Dennis Eckersley would say, that was paint.
That was paint, it's true. Inside paint.
I missed the Eck. I wish he was back.
He was at Fenwick about 2 series ago, up in the Legends box. got a great, rousing round of applause. You know, I haven't been to a game since COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be
I
there.
gave my tickets.
I'll be there on September 10th, Margaritaville night.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
It's right up my alley.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they won't allow ukuleles in the ballpark.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I'm not happy about that.
Unfortunate. Some people use it as a weapon. Well, John, you are a master of so many talents. The banjo, the ukulele, the guitar. You sing.
Not as good as you, though.
You're
Dave.
right. Well, I try.
You sang the anthem recently.
Yes, at the old-time baseball
game. Yeah.
That was the first time I went out after my tune-up at the St. Elizabeth's Medical Center. I got sick. I'm sick of being sick.
Indeed.
But I'm a very lucky man. I've got good doctors. They took good care of me. And I have good friends like you guys. I mean, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Drive in a right center. And that'll land for a base hit. Levine singles out to right center.
Big hit. I have to go off on that just for a moment, and I'll stop. But a dream come true twice in a week. You know, second time in a row, I sang the national anthem at Steve Buckley's old-time baseball game, and you, Alan, Stu, and Chris and I are back together again. That is amazing.
We got the band back together.
Wow.
That's what they say, right?
Wow.
Fastball high to Sox for ball one. Struck out swinging in his first at bat.
Hey, Theo, babe. Hey, Sticks. Go, Sticks. Theo. Go, T. Come on, Sticks. Big T.
Oh, straight back.
There's a phrase that the kids use, next level. That's what this is. You know, being able to televise major Yawkey League events on television with professional people. You guys are professionals. I'm just an amateur. Although I had a little bit of fun with it. I had my own TV show and many years behind the mic, and it was you that talked me into it. And Allah.
Well, for those that don't know, Dave was the Boston baseball head at his own show.
That's going on my grave.
Good.
My sister said, "Can't you shorten it?" I said, "Go to hell." Oh, baby.
Lifted foul off to our right. I bring up the Jimmy Buffett because we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of his passing next week. The right-hander to the plate. Off speed. Got him. Change up for the strikeout. Second out of the inning.
I had a couple of friends of mine that took the Margaritaville cruise out of Tampa. Don't do that.
No.
It wasn't fun. It was cheap.
They're always supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Well, you can make I can make my own fun at a rat race. I mean, I don't care.
Here's the top of the order. Lush 1 for 2. A single and a ground out to the pitcher, and he'll swing one foul to the right.
Hey, Devin, can I give another 3 or 4, please, when you guys come up? Yeah.
Pitching rules everything in baseball, doesn't it, John?
It does. Pitching and defense
and
win
defense.
Championships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they work hand in hand.
Pop foul out of play. Dave, now I posed this question on Facebook, and I'd like to get your opinion. Why are the Red Sox struggling at Fenway so much this year?
Left-handed batters. They have a lot of lefties. And instead of going for the wall, they're going for home runs. You look at that lineup is stocked with lefty batters. The guy that they've got to talk to is Tristan Casas. He's got to learn how to hit the wall. They're a good ball club. They're not a bad team, but they've really played terrible baseball at Fenway.
But you look at them on the road, and they're one of the best road teams in Major League Baseball. And if the Red Sox miss the postseason, that's going to be the reason why.
Yeah, it's definite.
Their inability to win at Fenway. Breaking ball in for a call, third strike. And that'll do it.
Absolutely nasty.
Called strike 3. We have played 5. It's the Brighton Sox nothing. The Brighton Braves nothing. We'll be back for the 6th inning in a moment. You're watching the Yawkey League Championship Series on ASPN HD. Top half of the 6th inning. We are scoreless. The Brighton Sox and the Brighton Braves. Dave, both starters deep into this ball game. And that bodes well if either one of these teams would need to go to the bullpen should there be a Game 7.
Well, definitely. We've been dazzled by both of them. Painting corners, the off-speed stuff that both of them have mastered and are really showing tonight is amazing.
So for the Black Sox coming up in the 6th, it'll be the top of the order. Makismo, Bichler, and Cachopa. Makismo is 0 for 1. He has flied to right. He's also been hit by a pitch. Dave, this is a guy you want to keep off the base paths at all costs.
Every single time. He causes trouble.
He gets on, he is deadly.
Again.
And he gets plunked for the second time tonight.
Let's see what happens here. Well, now, I would say you're going to possibly see a bunt here after Makismo steals second base. How about that?
Well, that's a pretty fair prediction. Bichler has flied to left. He's also been hit by a pitch. That is the 4th hit batsman for Arms tonight.
That could be painful.
He'll keep the runner honest.
Oh, yeah.
Black Sox in this game still looking for their first hit.
And a big spot in the ball game, John Leahy.
And again, it's inside.
Absolutely unbelievable.
That ball, I believe, hit the catcher's mitt.
It did not hit the batter. So, what do you do here? Do you hold up and hope for a base hit? Or do you take that shot at bunting them over to third? I'm not coaching, but I would definitely bunt them to third.
Knowing that you have a speed demon at third.
Yep.
We don't have an official scorer here, but it looked to be like a pass ball. There's a called strike. Black Sox trying to force a Game 7. Or as of now, it's scheduled for tomorrow night. And the pitch misses downstairs.
So the bunt is off.
Bichler fouling it off to the right.
Unless something heroic happens. The third baseman is back of the bag, John.
Outfield swung around a bit to the right. And another hit batsman. That'll set up a first and second with nobody out.
That's rough.
Now a bunt could move 2 runners into scoring position.
Yep. Big bats coming up here for the Brighton Sox.
Cachopa will step in. He's been hit by a pitch and grounded to short. Dave, I wonder what the Yawkey League record is for most hit batsmen.
I don't know, but I don't think I've seen 4 and 5 in a championship game.
The top 2 hitters have been hit 4 times combined. Let's see if they have Cachopa up there bunting. Not on the first pitch. Ground ball off the end of the bat. They'll get
nobody.
They will not get the out as the ball was not secured, and coming around to score is Makismo. He never stopped running, Dave.
Nope. That was nifty right there. Good idea going for the double play because you got the man at third base. Makismo running around and making it home very easily on the fielder's choice. No error on that play. It's a base hit.
So here's Zamparelli. He's flied to center and grounded to second. So runners at first and second, and the pitch is in there for a strike.
Brighton Sox do exactly what they need to do here, John. They score a run late in the game. This is late in the game, 5th inning. When you got a kid like Arms out there who's been dominant, unfortunately his own wildness has been his worst enemy.
Arms deals, and it's a called strike. So I guess you'd call that an infield single then,
yes,
right?
It is.
So that would be the first hit of the game.
Yeah, it is.
For the Black Sox. You'd give Cachopa an RBI.
I think we all agree here that that was a hit.
1-0 for the Sox. Off the end of the bat, right side. Pitcher has the best chance at it. They'll get the out there. The sure out goes 1-3.
Another tough spot in the game here. Men on second and third. 1 run in. Arms in a very difficult spot. Everybody will be playing in the infield.
Well, that's what you call a productive out right
yes,
there.
Yes, it is.
Here's McLeod. He's grounded to short and lined to center. Base hit here. Could open things up.
This kid's a solid hitter. Played 1 year for me a couple of years back. Had some buddies on this team. Jumped over. Nice pitch.
Called strike.
It's another military kid. Was in the National Guard. Did his duty. I think he is in the reserves. Get out of Dorchester.
Ground ball sharply hit, and the only play will be to first as the run crosses the plate to make it a 2-0 game. A ground out to short and an RBI for McLeod.
And sadly, for a man who pitched his tail off all night long and was very successful, hit batsman, come back to haunt Mr. Arms.
So you've got now a runner at third and 2 runs home. The pitch here to Baker is fouled out of play. Baker was grounded out twice, grounded out to third, and then grounded out 5-6-3. 2 runs home. Cachopa the runner at third. The Black Sox strike first, looking to force a game 7.
Tulane University club ball player.
This pitch misses outside. Arms has gone the distance for the Brighton Braves. And this pitch will miss downstairs.
Nobody warming up in the bullpen, John. Either side.
And the pitch sinks down, and it's cut on and missed. There's already been 1 rain out in this series.
That's been our biggest enemies in the playoffs.
Yep.
It's the post rain. It's the damage that the fields get after. Oh, that's tough.
Off the end of the bat, and that's in for a base hit. That'll bring another run home.
Ouchie, ouchie.
Baker with an opposite field single to make it 3-0. Scoring is Cachopa.
This is how the Black Sox got back into the series and defeated the base by having timely hits from big bats.
Here's Okamoto. He has struck out and grounded to short. Runner off the end of the bat. And the second baseman is there, making the play is Sox. And that is going to be the out. That retires the side. But the Brighton Black Sox score 3 times in the inning. There were 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. And we have played 5.5 here in Game 6. And the Brighton Black Sox are on the board here. It's a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. Run by Stan Pilch. So
the Yawkey League and its partners wish to extend a sincere note of thanks to Stan and his enterprise for their sponsorship of this great event. We also want to take a couple of seconds to thank Mayor Michelle Wu and the Boston Parks Department for providing us great fields and facilities throughout the year. We play Yawkey Baseball League here in Boston, and we're very gratified to have the mayor's partnership with us. And thank you, Mayor Wu.
Coming up for the Braves here in the bottom of the 6th. 2, 3, 4. It'll be Kelly, followed by Conroy, and then Walsh. Mondro has gone the distance for the Black Sox. Both starters have. Mondro now with a chance to pick up a win. The Black Sox are 6 defensive outs from forcing a Game 7. Pitch misses low to Kelly. He's grounded to first. He's also been called out on strikes.
Key to this situation is getting the first out, John. You know that.
Yep.
How many games have been harmed by pitchers getting a little bit too cocky when they get a lead?
You gotta keep your foot on the gas.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Pitch like you're behind.
And a good fastball in at the letters. How long do we have the lights for tonight, Dave? Is it 11?
No inning can start after 10:30 p.m.
After
so
10:30.
We've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
The only thing is, if we go to extra innings, that could be a clown show. I'm sorry. It bothers me. We don't have control of the lights. They're on a timer, and they will go out. And these are places you don't want to be left in the dark.
Yeah. Ball
What did I
4.
tell you? What did I tell you?
Kelly with a leadoff walk.
Nothing good happens with a leadoff walk.
Dave, I should mention that there was a comeback by the Braves in Game 4. They were down 11-2 starting the bottom of the 7th. They scored 6 times in the bottom of the 7th.
Yep.
And they had the winning run at the plate. They had the bases loaded. But the
They're
Black
a
Sox
tough,
put out the
hard-nosed
fire.
ball play.
Yep. Deficits don't bother this team.
No.
Off-speed pitch, a strike to Conroy. Strikeout and a single to center. He's 1 for 2.
They came from behind in 2 of the last 3 games against Al Thomas. Right.
3-0
Camp
Sox.
Blank's looking at me with dagger eyes. Cam's the manager of the Al Thomas Club. Done a wonderful job.
Franchise based out of Milton. Off the end of the bat, that's in for a base hit. First 2 have reached for the Braves here at the bottom of the 6th.
Here we go. Steve Walsh, Mr. Clutch for the Braves, stepping up to the plate.
86 pitches now for the right-hander. Walsh is 0 for 2 tonight, but as Dave said, he's a dangerous customer. He's flying to right, he's grounded to short tonight, 0 for 2. 2 on, nobody out. Pitch misses downstairs. Good turnout here as well for
Not bad. Yeah.
the game here tonight.
Right there, big guy, right there. Good.
And sharp grounder to short, and it goes through the shortstop Shaw. That's going to allow one run to come toward the plate, and it's now a 3-1 game. E6 all the way there.
The atmosphere of this ball game has completely changed on that era. People will say, okay, the pitch will settle down, they'll be able to get the outs, but that run scored after a walk and an error.
Dave, how many times do you see it in baseball? A leadoff walk comes back to haunt you.
That's what I said at the beginning, at the get-go. It's heartbreaking for teams. I've seen it happen to my team so many times. I want to pull hair out of my head.
So
Just set you up.
Capes will step in.
Yep.
0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and the bullpen now busy for the Black Sox. The left-hander warming in the pen.
I can't see that far.
Tying runs aboard. Clapes pops it up. This could be a gift for the Black Sox here. Right fielder in, making the catch is Machismo for the all-important first out.
Big out.
Clapes flies out to right. And here is Ted Tracy, who has walked and flied out to right.
Got one. Infield, roll it.
Can't say enough about Ted Tracy's leadership qualities on and off the field.
Black Sox want a ground ball hit right at somebody. There's a called strike. 0-1.
He's a YBL career walks leader with 459 in the era, which is called the 400 era.
And the pickoff move, and they have him.
Ouch.
Picked off second is Conroy, and that is a big second out.
That is painful. That is a great play by the pitcher, and who is it, the shortstop? Take it over there. Tremendous communication.
So now you've got a runner at first with 2 outs, and the Black Sox with a chance to get out of this with just the 1 run.
Big.
Tracy will take a called strike. Black Sox in the 7th will have Rodriguez, Shaw, and Machismo do the 8-9-1 hitters.
One of the reasons why I brought up the walks record is that, you know, Teddy was in a position to load the bases for his guns, which would come up in the top of the order, but that's taken off the books right now.
And the pitch misses high to Ted Tracy. 3-1 your score. All the runs coming here in the 6th inning. This one gets away. That'll advance the runner. Wild pitch here. So Walsh will move up on the wild pitch.
Being a crafty hitter, I wonder if they'll just put him on and catch possibility for a force out, but you never know. No freebies.
And Tracy hits it right on the line, but right at the second baseman, Rodriguez, and that will retire the side. So the Black Sox do a good job of avoiding severe damage in the inning. A line out to second, and 1 run scores in the frame. There was 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left. And we will go to the top half of the 7th. It's the Brighton Black Sox 3 and the Brighton Braves 1. This is Game 6 of the Yawkey League Championship Series. We're back in a moment on ASPN HD.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Back here in West Roxbury, as you take a look at the crowd that has made its way over to the ballpark tonight, Dave, and for a Sunday night, this is a terrific turnout.
Very nice. Nice to see people.
People that love baseball. And the Brighton Black Sox are 3 defensive outs from pushing this series to a 7th game. They're looking for insurance here in the top of the 7th. Rodriguez, Shaw, and McKeesmo will hit.
So the show stack dream is at stake here. We might not be able to get a season clincher, but that's okay. He doesn't mind.
First pitch is in there for a called strike.
He's in his element up there.
We all are, aren't we?
Yep.
There's a called strike.
They're gonna bury you with a ukulele in your hand, and they're gonna bury Alan like he is right up there, standing at the camera, taking the pictures. He was born to take pictures.
Well, we're fortunate to do things that we love to do, right? And, sometimes it takes a long time to figure that out.
Poor Alan, he had to take my guff for so many years. He never told me to shut up. Yet.
And the changeup is good for strike 3. One man gone here in the top of the 7th. I've got my multicolored pens,
Love
so
it.
that's why
You're professional.
you have to be organized, or else you'll get left behind.
You used to dazzle me with all the stuff you brought. I didn't even bring a pen tonight.
Shaw takes it outside.
I can't read it anyways. I had cataract surgery, right? So the doctor says, oh, you'll see better. And I said, where are you? Just to bust his chops. He said, oh, you're a wise guy. I said, yeah.
There's a called strike. Dave, it's such a thrill to have you here, the president of the Yawkey Baseball League, and you add so much dimension to the broadcast.
Thank you.
Ground ball off the end of the bat, and the second baseman in position to make the play.
One of my dreams come true was the time that you, Alan, Siegel.
Alan, yes.
Alan Siegel. The 3 of us did a forum on the Yawkey League one night at the old Cambridge studios. That was my christening. That was so much fun.
And you've been hooked with the TV bug ever since.
Always.
Outside and low to McKeesmo. He has flied to right. Twice he's been hit by a pitch, and he scored the game's first run.
For those of you who remember Alan, he does the market basket reports when there's storms.
Yes, Al's claim to fame. He should have been a meteorologist in another life.
Sorry, folks, we're reminiscing here. We don't get to see each other often. People at home are saying, what the heck are these people talking about?
And a curve is ripped into center field. That's a base hit. And McKeesmo on his way to second. As they get the ball back in, this will be a 2-out double.
And very smartly, not greedy. You got the double, stay there. Some kids would have tried for a triple there, not Justin.
He's been on base 3 times tonight. The Black Sox looking for a critical insurance run here in the top of the 7th.
Why not get that run back that you lost last inning, right?
Here's Bischler, the left fielder. Fly to left, twice been hit by a pitch. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, it'll be the lower third for the Braves. Hurley, Levine, and Sox. High fly into shallow center. And coming over to make the catch is Levine. That will retire the side. So they will leave a runner at second. And the Braves are down to their last shot at it. Bischler flies to center. There were no runs in the inning, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And through 6 1/2, it's 3-1 for the Black Sox. Once again, I want to remind you that Pilch Services, founded by our good friend Stan Pilch, is a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and delivering exceptional results. Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. Stan Pilch is the founder, and you can find out more at pilchservices.com.
Once again, if this happens to be our last inning, I do want to thank Stan and his company for his fine sponsorship tonight. This would not have happened without him.
Stan is a great guy. We've had a chance to talk to him on numerous occasions. And again, we're grateful for his support. Bottom of the 7th, as Monroe looking for a complete game victory. He's got 3 outs to get here. It'll be Hurley leading things off. Hurley hit into a fielder's choice. He was also called out on strikes. And the first pitch is in for a called strike.
7 innings in the Yawkey League, so this would be the last call for the Brighton Braves in this contest.
And a swing and a miss. Scott Novsky is warming in the Black Sox bullpen just in case Monroe would run into some trouble here. And no! This pitch drills him. And Hurley will reach. A lot of hit batsmen in this game. It's the first hit batsman for the right-hander Monroe.
Definitely didn't want to do that.
So the tying run is at the plate. And here's Levine. He is flying to right. And then he had a single to right center. 1 for 2. Pitch misses outside, ball 1.
If the Braves do win tonight, they will have won the Yawkey Baseball League Championship, and there'll be a presentation on the field that we will cover.
Drifted foul off to the right.
Once again, if, the biggest word in the dictionary. A lot of things have to happen. 100 pitches. Big threshold here.
Black Sox infield is at double play depth. They want a ground ball right at somebody.
Get the lead man.
Drifted again, foul off to the right.
I hope people brought an extra supply of baseballs. This field eats baseballs.
Short lead for Hurley. And a ground ball back to the mound. They'll go to second, and they will not get the out. And they will get the out. He picked up the ball after dropping it. He secured it, had his foot on the bag. They're going to rule the runner is out.
Well, all I saw was the dropping of the baseball. I was watching the baseball.
Right.
So you were watching the play. Well, that's what they're going to discuss right now. But apparently his foot must not have been on the bag.
So if the out stands, it'll be a 1-6 fielder's choice.
I'm getting a couple of safe calls from some of my compadres here, but who knows?
But the umpire's decision is the one that matters.
And he's standing right over the plate, so I'm not going to argue with him.
Right. Call on the field is out. Let's see if it stands. It looks as though the call will stand, Dave.
Yep. Umpire and crew's done a nice job. Made some courageous calls.
1-6 on the putout. 1 out, runner at first. That's a huge out for the Black Sox.
Big.
Here's Sox. 2 strikeouts tonight, both swinging. Pete Landcarriage, manager of the Brighton Braves, or actually a third base coach for the Braves. Ted Tracy is the
manager.
Yeah. Spirited banter by fans at Yawkey League Baseball. Tried to get him to chase, low and away.
Okay, when do you lift a kid who's thrown 105 pitches in a big game like this?
Foul down the right field line. Let's see if it's playable. And it is. It's caught in foul territory. F9 in your scorebook. Braves are down to their last out.
A lot of territory down that line, both lines actually, even though it is an enclosed ballpark. 2 outs.
It's up to Ryan Lush to keep it going. Black Sox 1 out away from forcing a decisive Game 7. Mondro has been heroic tonight. This one's lifted foul off to the right and out of play for strike 1.
One thing in a Game 7 situation, John, no one can complain about being robbed. Okay, you had it.
Yep.
You had an opportunity to win it tonight. You didn't win. Now you're going to a Game 7. It's up to you to go for the jugular. I know it sounds violent, but
another foul off to the right side. It almost seems fitting if it does go to a Game 7. These two teams have battled tooth and nail throughout. One game essentially would decide it.
And it's been that way all year long for both of these ball clubs. Many of the games have gone to the last out, to the last at bat.
And a slow topper down the third base line. This is going to be trouble if it stays fair, and it will. Infield single for Lush.
And the Hopes stay alive big time with 2 outs and a man on first and second, and 2 outs in this 7th inning.
So the drama builds here in West Roxbury.
107 pitches, John.
So Levine will move up to second. And now it'll be Kelly at the plate, the left-handed hitter. He's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Grounded to first, called out on strikes and walked. He scored the Braves' only run tonight. Pitch misses low and in.
A well-placed hit down the left field line will definitely bring 2 runs home for the Brighton Braves. And they'll have this ball game tied.
Black Sox have other ideas. And there's a called strike.
This is a situation you've got to be aggressive. You cannot let good pitches go if you want to win this ball game.
Conroy is on deck. He'd hit next if it gets that far.
Attaboy. I love guys who are aggressive at the plate, John.
Yep.
You can't let the umpire make the final call. It's your time at bat. You're in charge. They call you a batter for a reason.
Tying runs aboard. Kelly represents the winning run. Ground ball left side. Shortstop up with it. And we have a Game 7 on the horizon.
What a great ball game, boys.
Kelly will ground out 6-3, and that will end it. Black Sox threaten in the bottom of the 7th. They do not score. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 men left. And the final out has been recorded. The Brighton Black Sox have forced a Game 7, Dave McKay, a 3-1 victory over the Brighton Braves here tonight.
Wonderful to be back with you, John. Wonderful to be with Chris Murphy and Stu Skleva and the great Arlen Shostak. Thank you very, very much. Wow.
We'll step aside and we'll be back with more in a moment. It's the Brighton Black Sox defeating the Brighton Braves by a score of 3-1. This is the Yawkey League Championship Series on ESPN HD.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Back here at Menino Park here in West Roxbury, Mass. Game 6 of the Yawkey League Championship Series is in the books. Dave McKay, we saw a terrific game, scoreless for the first 5. The Brighton Black Sox have forced it to a Game 7, a 3-1 win. Gutsy pitching performance on both sides.
Both sides. The only thing that killed them is hit batsmen and walks. But it was a great game. Tremendous.
So the Braves put pressure on them at the end. They had bases, they had runners on base, just couldn't get the big hit. Now we go to a Game 7, and that's the way it should be.
Absolutely. Nobody can complain who wins and who loses. It's up to the teams to win.
Well, tonight's broadcast is sponsored by Pilch Services, founded by Stan Pilch. It's a top general contracting company specializing in insurance damage and home remodeling. Whether your home is damaged by a storm, fire, or other events, they offer expert repairs and guide you through the insurance process to maximize your claim. They also excel in renovating kitchens, baths, basements, and more, catering to all your home improvement needs. Trusted for exceeding expectations, staying on budget, and developing exceptional results, Pilch Services is your go-to partner for quality service. We're going to wrap things up here from West Roxbury. Thanks for everyone tuning in. For my broadcast partner, Dave McKay, and our entire crew, you've been watching coverage of the Yawkey League Championship Series. Again, the final score for the final time, the Brighton Black Sox 3 and the Brighton Braves 1. The series moves on to Game 7. So long, everyone.